thieving bastards. Hey, I thought I'd show you guys some ElJoe Jewelry, dude. I found this rawhide box, right? It's pretty cool, right? It's made out of skin. Dude, and I just started pulling hair pipe. These are earrings. So fucking light, dude. So fucking light. What? Like, you know, not really my style, but like, dude, this is kind of my style. Like, I've wore these. I made all of this shit, dude. Look, this is bone. This is real bone. Bone. That's leather. I cut those spacers out, popped the holes in them, and lined it up, man. And you make it so long that you can, you want it to go around a lot of times. You know what I mean? So you could like, do you know what I'm saying? Right? Okay, so that's one. And then this one, look, this choker, this is super thin. This is like called super thin hair pipe. This is kind of cool. ElJoe, why would you pay full price for something super thin? I don't know. Because it looks cool. It's so light, dude. That's the thing. Okay. You want lightness. Fuck. Okay. And of course this, dude. Look. This ElJoe made all this shit, okay? This stuff has been through the desert, it's been through hell and back, years old. See the brass beads? Whoops, hawk feather. See the brass beads, dude? Those are brass beads, brass and glass. And then, look, it even has, dude, I made this. How fucking sick is this, dude? For real. Who does this, dude? My shit comes with a detachable, look, dude, there's a legitimate, this is a legitimate hawk feather with a brass bead and a kidney clasp, so you could take it off and have your own Mr. T. Dude, I haven't had a fucking earring through this hole in forever. Whoops. But look, so a Mr. T earring. I should wear that actually. You know what I'm saying, dude? I had some out of flamingo feathers. It was pink. It was really cool. Come on, little baby, get out of here. Okay, dude, that's going to go into our next segment. Okay, so yeah, dude. Whoops. It's backwards. Huh? With the detachable Mr. T earring, right? Who the fuck's better than you, dude? So look, dude, my cat, look. Come here, baby. Oh, come here. Look, baby K.O. Manny, right? Oh. So, dude, my other cat, total fucking Chomo, dude. I got a cat that's a Chomo. I gotta come to terms with that, dude. What the fuck is that shit? That little baby I showed you right there, she was crying. Crying the other day. I'm laying in bed, look at the YouTube. I'm like, fucking baby's always crying, dude. Fuck that baby. It's nothing, you know what I mean? And then she fucking wanders loose and she comes right to me, dude. And she's got like you could tell something was holding her by the back of the neck. She had like a bite and a saliva stain on the back of her neck. And then there was like a little wet spot, dude, right by her rear end. And I've caught Simba grabbing him, dude, because he can't get in there. He's still juvenile, dude. And so all the big cats are doing their things and he can't get in there. So So he starts fucking molesting the little babies. Like, what the fuck is that, dude? And I've caught him doing it more than once. So I think Simba's gonna. Cats actually fucking. There are Chomo cats. I got a Chomo cat, dude. How do you think I fucking feel? And I gotta cut his balls off. Anyway, guess what? Chicken butt. No, seriously, dude. Oh, guess what? Biker slut. Hey, dude. What if Darth Vader was a Chomo? Think about that, dude. Think about that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But he force choked the dude from across the room without even touching him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You'd be walking down the street a little funny. Whoop, whoop. All of a sudden, you're whoop, doing the stanky leg like, damn, man. Whoop, whoop. The stanky leg. The stanky leg. Dude, would you guys believe if I told you I was in my boxers right now? Would you believe? What if Darth Vader was a Chomo? I do have a Chomo cat. That's fucking facts, dude. What's up with meeting people, and then finding out that they're like on some fucking crazy trip? Or like, how about when you meet people that are like unintelligent? Like you're not gonna have any positive conversation with them? Oh, dude, that's what I wanted to. That's what I really wanted to talk about. See all the stupid fucking jokes and shit. That's why they're not good because I'm not like I'm getting fucking sidetracked. You're trying to be funny and you're getting sidetracked. Like the real thing, dude. Check this out. I go to the border every day. I've been doing it for 3.5 fucking years. Okay, since we came down here after the shit that happened in Slab City, it's been that long. And I don't know why nobody else has figured it out. Like it's strange to me that the dumbest motherfucker in the world figured it out. Like, but you know what I mean? Like everybody watches this bullshit and it's like, oh my god, it's like a war zone. It's like, no, it's not. It's actually like a renaissance. People have pulled away from all of that and they realize that they have an incredible amount of this. And everybody's like, I don't know, dude. They flooded the market with those little bikes, right? Like the Murder Hornet. There's even smaller ones. And so everybody, even from the lowest level, is zipping around making a ton of money just delivering food. And in the US, I don't see any of that. I mean, that's just weird. Strange. The only slots I even tried to do it, dude. I was going to put the Murder Hornet to work. The only slots I could find open were like from 12 to 3 in the morning. Like, dude, who the fuck is ordering food in Chula Vista, California at from 12 a.m. to 3 and 4 a.m.? Who the fuck is doing that, bro? Like, you're not eating if you're tweaking. So what, you know what I mean? Is it like, is there that much of the night shift community? And I don't know, whatever. But look, dude, I've been crossing the border every day for 3 fucking years. And people, by people, I mean law enforcement agencies, you could testify to this when you get pulled over. They either respond one of two ways. They're either really cool and really personable, or they're really standoffish and really dickish. And you could tell if they're dickish because they're not laughing. You make nice icebreaker jokes. You see the kind of guy I am. Very nice, very meek, very humble. I go out of my way if I know that it's a potentially dangerous or threatening situation or somebody's on edge or maybe prejudiced or feel a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? I understand and I react. I expect the kind of reaction from people, assuming that you're a normal person and you're walking up to somebody with metal teeth and tattoos talking about fuzzy cat dicks. And I respond, react, address people accordingly. In other words, I'm like, go out of my way to appear meek, humble, nice, because I understand what the outward appearance can do. And so when you're making small talk, when you're making jokes, and they're not like jokes about fuzzy cat dicks, but I'm making like little jokes that are throwing kindness at you, throwing, what do you call that when you fucking, not an insult, it's the opposite of a compliment. Okay. See, I can't even think of it because we've been tearing each other apart so long. I forgot that fucking word, dude. Wow. Crazy, dude. An insult came right to my mind, like immediately, boom. Like, well, what's the opposite of insult? You know what I mean? That means so we're all going through that, and I'm a nice guy. So imagine the fucking assholes out there. We're all going through it, including the assholes. So I'm trying to give you a compliment in a joking manner, and you either don't respond to it or you fucking send an insult, a personal attack back at me, which is strange because it's like me going to trim trees, dude. You're professional. You're meant to deal with people. A lot of times it's on their worst fucking day, but you're dealing with people that might not be playing by the rules, and you have to set them on the right track, correct them, arrest them, or whatever. That's what you're dealing with, and somebody is not insulting you, or just for an instance, I pull up the Border Patrol every day for 3 years. So that's because I'll even cross on Saturday and Sunday a lot. So let's just assume it's every day because it is pretty much. So that's 3 years, 300 days in a year. We'll take 60 off, just say vacation and weekends and shit, which I never do, but let's just say 60 of those days in a whole year is taken off. So 300 days, 300 times 3 is 900. So it's almost about, 900 to 1,000 times that I've crossed the border already. Okay? And you respond either nice or like a fucking asshole. And I realized it was getting hard for a while, dude, and people were under stress and everything. I get it. It seemed like I was running into an asshole every day, or people were just pissed off or something. But I noticed, dude, it puts me on the defense and it makes me hyper aggressive because now I'm like, I'm being attacked, or there's something I'm doing wrong, or, this is the way it is. It's the way you're being perceived. So you have to defend yourself. No, kitty. And it's not a good way to fucking start your day, dude, because you do carry that shit with you. And you have to fucking have the presence of mind to fucking pull over, realize what's going on, and reset. Fuck, dude. When the cats get hungry, they will fucking torment you, dude. And right now, they're tormenting me. They're like, dude, go get us some food. What the fuck are you doing? Look, it was really setting a bad precedent. Then I had somebody nice. I mean, this was a menacing dude. This guy was very big. This was like a fucking linebacker, right? That probably played college ball. Okay. I'm like, wow, here we go. Dude, he had nothing but like, I'm like, here you go, man. We're both U.S. citizens, no passports. He's like, it happens. I'm like, yeah, it does happen. It's an ungodly amount of documentation that you need. And if there's one wrinkle on the page, they don't want it. So you got to have brand new, crisp copies, 3 of everything. I've got multiple family members. It's like $160 or something just to fucking do the application. So yeah, it happens. You know what I mean? And that's it, dude. Just acknowledging that it happens instead of like personally attacking somebody. I had a guy the other day started making fun of my son's middle name. And why would I middle name him that? And it was like, dude, first of all, he's sitting right here. Second of all, you can't find me a man on earth that's going to accept another man insulting him and his son in front of his son, who happens to be 10 years old, by the way, and sitting behind me on a motorcycle. And I'm not going to teach him that that's how you go about life. I want to teach him the opposite, the thing that I wasn't taught, dude, which is that you don't have to take no shit off of nobody. There's none better than the other. And you can absolutely, in fact, if you want to go with that one, you might be a little bit better than some of the most. Like, if you want to take that fucking route. So, you know what? Act like it, motherfucker. And that's what I'm trying to teach my kid. Act like it. The reason I don't act like it all the time is because I wasn't taught that, dude. Okay, I've never even met my fucking father, right? And there was no like positive model going around. Okay, it was just a bunch of fucking breaking down females. I'm not insulting anybody. I'm just telling you, dude, what my reality was, and I don't want my son to have that same reality. I want him to identify immediately, because it took me 40 fucking years, dude. I used to be so passive aggressive, dude. Yeah, just the way it is, dude. And because I'm an influence in my son's life and he has that fucking subconscious show going on 24/7, that it's going to seep into you, dude. So the fuck are we teaching these kids, right? So that's the first thing. I'm teaching you don't have to take shit off nobody. You stand up for yourself. So what the fuck are you talking about? This kid's sitting right here, man. And besides, that's what I fucking named him. What? How fucking old are you, dog? That you would even say that shit to me. That ain't in your job description. You know what I mean? And he didn't say nothing, didn't get up, didn't flex. He just beep down this much, dude. You got a son at home, motherfucker? Then he didn't even want to look me in the eyes anymore. Then it was just like this. Right? And now I'm in a bad mood and I'm defensive. And see, I'm still talking about it. And this was probably fucking a year ago or 6 months or whatever, right? So the last couple of days, the Border Patrol that I've been encountering have been so nice, so personable, have even made comments about good for you guys, father and son, despite the difficulties getting up and making it happen. And dude, the way that I fucking went about my day, now all of a sudden, there's no defense. There's a confidence. There's a happiness. The reason I'm telling you guys this is because we definitely directly impact each other. And it can be in a negative way or a positive way. And I've been seeing a lot of fucking negativity, dude, caught up in it and don't even realize it. I've had some negative experiences in my life. I could see why and how. But you know what? We're turning away from that. We're turning away from that, dude. Because it affects people. It's like a fucking chain reaction, dude. And it's so easy to get caught up into. I mean, I like to defend myself. I don't want to be like made to a fucking chump or a punk. You know what I mean? True, you got to pick your own battles. Like, if what was that guy's name? Kimbo Slice. Like, if Kimbo Slice came up and told ElJoe, "You're a bitch," like, I'm probably not gonna fight with you, Kimbo Slice. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta like choose your battles too, dude. And besides, why would Kimbo Slice go up and say that to somebody at random? I don't think so, dude. It's always the weenie motherfuckers, dude, that are doing that. And the weenie motherfuckers, like all of us, are on here because there's something missing in real life. You see? And so, why would you take people that are missing something in real life and insult them or put them down or be hurtful Why would you do that? Why would you, if somebody was taking their time to make something, because you know whether people are listening, dude, after a short amount of time. It either works or it doesn't. If you got anybody listening at all, then you know what I mean? You're making content that people are enjoying, they're listening to, they're getting entertained. So why would you program their brains to be hurtful or fucked up? I get it if you're hurting, but it's like everybody's hurting right now, dude. So we're gonna stop that. We're gonna stop that because the vaccines are coming out. People are getting stimulus money. Very hopeful. There is gonna be a massive amount of inflation, dude. You guys have seen it. Remember the dollar store? You can't even hardly get anything for $1 anymore. It's even the dollar store, dude. Most shit's $2, and you're gonna see that when you see the 99-cent store turn to the $1.99 store. That's when you know, dude, we've arrived. Or when you see them go out of business because it's all crap and people don't want it, and people are not gonna have the time for crap anymore. The inflation's coming, man. Who knows how bad it'll be? I think it'll work in our favor, you know. When the housing bubble busted, it did work in my favor as a landscaper and a tree guy because people were acquiring properties very cheap and looking to improve those properties. Uh, there was a lot of little things. There was a lot of like small business attention and a lot of attention and stuff that you wouldn't have got otherwise. And that has been happening with the pandemic. I think it will happen with the inflation too, because you're going to be given an excuse to overcharge people. So, on the one hand, businesses are going to have to make adjustments, but most businesses are making money anyway, dude. You know what I mean? Corporations go for a 2% profit margin. Most people that are in business, especially if you're providing a service that you do out of your time and energy, it's not, I mean, it's free in a sense. It's not free because it's your time and energy, but it's free because it's not costing you anything monetarily. All you have to do is show up and do what you do. So for you, it's kind of the same, but you have an excuse to overcharge. Like, well, hyperinflation, man. They're like, well, $800 to fucking pull weeds and do. It's like, well, yeah, hyperinflation, man. You know what I mean? Gas is $11 a gallon. And they're like, fuck, I guess so. Meanwhile, they don't know that you drive your truck like less than 4 miles a day. You carry a dirt bike on the back to fucking do the running around. You know, little corners like that you found a way, and that's what it's going to take to survive, dude. Life is a series of compromises, dude. This is what a wise man told me a long time ago. He said his dad told him that. Life is a series of compromises. And it's so true, man. It's so true. His dad was talking about that because he had just gotten out of the hospital with some kind of leg. Oh, I got to get up, you guys. Oh, some kind of leg fucking deal, dude. And he's like, hey, life's a series of compromises. I was told that such and such age I was diabetic and I had to do this and that. That was a compromise. You know what I mean? I was told that I couldn't, like drinking wasn't working for me. So I had to fucking quit. And that took a lot of work and stuff. And that was a compromise. And then after that, you know, me and my partner found out we're not even like that compatible when we're locked in a room together for months at a time. So she fucking decided she left. So, you know, that's a compromise. Life's a series of compromises. So you accept the compromises, you make change. In my case, I've accepted that a long time ago, and my life represents a series of compromises. I moved outside of California, but I maintained a business in California. So I got all my costs down. I compromised. I got a late start, dude. Even people that are doing business, they've got to be charging an arm and a leg. And people are just, now, what are you going to do, dude? This is what I want to know. The guy that's out there right now with a boom truck that's pulling a chipper behind it, he's got a dude or two with him all the time, and I see their estimates. You know, you have one small tree, dude, and it's like a $1,200 estimate to trim it. You know what I mean? You gave him a $2,700 estimate to remove it. Like, some people pay it, some people don't. When I first got into this game, it was the uber rich that kept this standard of landscaping and tree trimming, and these areas and pockets were immaculate, and that's who did it. And you made a living off of that, dude. And if you wanted extra, you know, the keeping up with the Joneses factor could come in, you know what I mean? And you could start door knocking. And if we go back to those days, that's cool, that's fine. We got away from that, where even the little guy, middle America, was, you know, paying to have their trees trimmed or removed. Or and so anyway, those super high end companies, dude, like Davy, Aspen, that are already giving ridiculously high estimates. When hyperinflation hits, what are you going to do? How are they going to survive, dude? It's not going to be them. The big corporations like that are going to be the ones that go, because they have all the overhead. They're in fact not doing the work. They have employees that want to be paid. And they have gas. That's, you're using grossly overweight, oversized vehicles in the worst, most strictest emission state in the land. And your, dude, it costs $500 to $1,000 just to register a commercial truck. Anyway, they're already overcharging, dude. What are they going to do during hyperinflation? You know what I mean? It'll be the little guy whose little prices are right anyway. As soon as they get that $12,000 estimate, they're going to be calling you, blowing your shit up, because that's already what happens. And then the hard part's already done. See, a lot of times I'm about to tell you $500 and you shut your mouth off and told me how the guy just came and, oh my God, he told me $1,700. And I'm like, oh, so my $1,200 would be an extreme, like, uplifting blessing. Like, oh my God, that'd be ridiculous. Do you think you could do it for that? And it's like, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, fuck yeah, I was about to do it for fucking less than half of that and be happy. And you said that, and thank God. So that's another tip, guys. I'm cutting my own throat with this, but if you're negotiating with people, don't let them know if somebody else told you a good, like a price, be whatever the price, whether you think it's good or bad or indifferent, you're giving somebody information that you have. It's like showing your cards in poker. You know what I mean? And you don't know what that person was about. I've had it happen, dude. Well, check this out. One time somebody called me. They fucking had 24 100-foot palm trees with full skirts all the way to the bottom. And one of them had caught on fire. So the fire department says it's a fire hazard. They all got to go. Gave them an estimate of like $23,000. Then another